The Brinyte HC01 Noctua. Brinyte sent this out to me so you guys can have a look at this. And it's a really amazing headlamp. I opened the box earlier to have a look at it, and it's got some cool features that other headlamps don't have. It comes in a box like this, and you just open it like that. Notice how compact that is. You put that in a pack, or you put it in your vehicle in the center console or wherever, it actually goes back in there perfectly. Because like I said, I've already had this out. Look at that. Okay. Now, don't forget, when you get this, you have to pull this out. And in the bottom is where your USB cable is. You've also got some cards and a manual. The manual, you'll want to give it a quick look over on using the buttons, is what I think you'll want to do. That is a really nice box, though, the way they did that. So let's have a closer look at this. Now, the USB cable will plug in and you can recharge it. What's really nice about this particular headlamp is over here, this plastic thing. This actually tightens and loosens. You turn it, which is kind of cool. You grab the center, pull it out, and then you can tighten it up. A lot of headlamps will have it where you pull on the elastic strap, and over time the elastic stretches, gets wrecked, where this doesn't. Now, the one part I was concerned about was this part here where it was sticking out, and I thought, well, that's going to be pretty uncomfortable, right? But I put it on, and I had it on for a good 2 hours just to see what it would feel like. In the back of your head, you got like a hole there, and that fits right in there. So it actually holds the headlamp on even stronger, but not super tight on your head. That was quite impressive. The headlamp itself spins all the way around, so you can set this up any way you want. And that's nice. The top is where the USB goes. It is waterproof to an IP6. And make sure you got that in. Now, I'm not going to sit here and blind you, but there are two buttons on top. We've got a big one. We've got a small one. The small one controls these two auxiliary lights, okay? Is what it does. These two here. The big one controls this, the big light there. So let me turn that toward me, and I'll hit the small one once, and you'll see it turn red. Now, if you hold it down, it'll start going through, you know, a low and a high, if you want the red light. If I double click it quickly, we're going to switch over to the white auxiliary. See that? And again, hold it down to cycle through. So that's kind of cool. And it does have a memory. So it does remember where you turned it off last. The big light is controlled by the big button. One click, that's where I had it last. If I hold it down, you'll notice it cycles through. And it goes to 1,000 lumens. So that's really nice. Now, one thing about this, if you click it 3 times, and you got to do it really fast, okay? You'll get the flashing. And then if you do it 3 times again, you'll get an SOS. So that's really nice. Now, what makes this stand out is the way this tightens, and also the 2-button operation. When it was on my head, literally I would just reach above my head, and you could feel these buttons. Like this one's nice and round, this one's like oval, and that makes a big difference. You're not really fighting with it. And you can have, okay, we can have the auxiliary light on and the other light on. So we can have both if we want, throwing a lot more light. So this Brinyte headlamp is pretty amazing. Now you can use it for backpacking. Let me show you this. I'll throw this under here. And we'll throw that on there real quick. We're looking at 3.3 ounces. So it's pretty light. You know, it's not too bad. This is actually going in my truck in the center console is where this is going to go. I mean, this is going to come in handy when you got to change a tire, when you got to do something around the truck. It's an IP6, so if it's pouring outside, I don't know about you, but anytime I've had to change a tire or do anything on my truck, it's never on a beautiful day, nice and cool. It's never like that. It's always pouring. It's always 2 o'clock in the morning. It's just the most miserablest time to get out there and have to fix something to get yourself rolling again. So having a good headlamp in your vehicle is very, very important. And right now, they got these on sale. I'll have a link in the bottom to Amazon. But I think they're like 40 bucks. You're going to save quite a bit of money by buying it right now, which is really affordable for getting a light when you need it, or one for your backpack, or whenever you need one. Now, there's another very special thing about this light, which I thought was really cool. Now, this is the back of the light. And you got to pull and lift, and then it opens. Now, this particular battery, okay, you don't really need. This takes 3 AAAs, so you could have 3 AAA batteries inside your pack or whatever if this goes dead, and then away you go. Or you can plug in your cell phone and charge this too. So this is pretty impressive, you know, how this battery system works, where it allows 3 AAAs, or it allows their big battery to be recharged. So it has a lot of features, this Brinyte HC01 headlamp, that most headlamps don't have. Especially the system where you're tightening in the back, which is pretty impressive. So let me take it outside and let's see how it looks. Okay, this is pitch black. And that's the lowest setting that we're getting there. So hold it down. That's the second setting. And like I said, this is pitch black back here. The second setting's pretty good. You see, you go too high, and it's got more of a beam on it, is what it's got. That's good enough to see if you're hiking. Let's go higher yet. Look at that. Oh, that's really bright. And that's not even turbo. So what happens if I hit the little button? That's the red light. Oh yeah, it makes it brighter. And that's a double light. That's 1, 2, 3. That's the SOS. So that is very, very impressive. You know, I got the camera strapped to my chest. Boy, that shoots a ways. You can see way out there. So you're probably going to want to move it down more, and then you could just lift your head up to see down more. So I hope the camera is picking this up. It's more of a beam than shooting wide, and you're literally moving your head around to really scan. This would come in handy really for hiking. It really would. I'm really really quite impressed with this. You know, for 40 bucks, and if you don't have a headlamp, it's a good deal. And it's extremely easy to use. Let's turn it off and let's use the auxiliary light. Okay? So that's the auxiliary. It's really not all that bright. And the auxiliary light is more wide. Okay. Where this, you know, is extremely shooting like a narrow beam, which would really come in handy if you're changing a flat tire or if you're working on something. So, how you doing, guy? I got two of them back here. It's funny how they walk around at night. They don't even care if it's dark, huh? But yeah, this is pretty impressive. I'll tell you, if you don't have a headlamp, definitely go get this. I mean, like I said, I'm going to toss this in my truck. And then when I break down, I have to change a flat or something. I've got light no matter what. And it is waterproof. You know, throw in 3 AAA batteries inside your center console already charged. Or a package of batteries. And if this battery happens to go dead over time, you got a set of batteries ready to swap out. But this is really cool. This is a Brinyte headlamp. Link in the bottom to Amazon. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.